Each of Juddmonte's 6 farms in Europe plays a vital and different role in the development of our horses. 3 of the 6 farms are located near Newmarket in Suffolk. Banstead Manor Stud is head office and home to the European-based stallions, together with broodmares and foals prior to their moving to Escourt Estate in Gloucestershire. Back at Banstead Manor Stud, the 379-acre property includes over 250 acres of paddocks and 113 boxes, plus isolation yards and horse walkers. Nearby, Sidehill Stud has 3 yards with its 145 acres and is the primary foaling unit for European mares, while the farm at Dullingham provides a valuable rest and recuperation facility for Juddmonte horses in training. Away from Newmarket, in the heart of the Cotswolds in Gloucestershire, Escourt Estate provides excellent summer grazing for the active broodmares and foals to transition to from Newmarket, and it is where the foals are weaned. It's also home to Juddmonte's retired broodmare band and several foster mares. The estate covers over 1,500 acres, including 900 acres of paddocks and grazing. New Abbey Stud in County Kildare, Ireland, is used for autumn and winter grazing for weanlings, summer turnout for backward fillies, and as the base for Juddmonte mares visiting Irish-based stallions. And finally, also in Ireland, is Ferrans Stud in County Meath, where all Juddmonte's European yearlings are broken and pre-trained before being sent to their trainers in England, Ireland and France in the new year. Covering nearly 700 acres with 555 acres of paddocks, the facility has 160 stables, as well as round and straight gallops to exercise and train the young stock. Led by our founder Prince Khalid bin Abdullah, Juddmonte has been studiously developing pedigrees for over 40 years, operating a breeding program designed to produce racehorses that compete at the highest level and eventually join either Juddmonte's elite roster of stallions or one of the quality broodmare bands in Europe or the USA. The strategy has been to focus on standing a small number of stallions and managing a select band of broodmares. We carefully manage the number of mares covered each year by our Juddmonte stallions. Of those, around 10% are from Juddmonte's own broodmare band, with the remainder being suitably eligible mares from other breeding operations. Once the mating plans for each of the Juddmonte mares have been agreed by the family, from mid-February onwards, they will visit either one of our own stallions or stallions from other farms in Europe or the USA. Throughout the breeding season, we have our exceptionally experienced team on site to ensure the safety of both mare and stallion during the cover. This includes a veterinary team whose work begins before the actual cover to confirm the mare is in season. Using the latest technology, the vets will subsequently conduct scans to check the mare is in foal and to monitor the foal's growth. Indeed, the progress of all our broodmares is closely monitored over the entire 11-month gestation period. During pregnancy, Juddmonte mares are out at grass on high-quality pasture in herd groups until they are ready to foal, but when the winter weather turns cold, they come in at night to deep straw beds and high-quality forage, ensuring they are in the best health to foal. Come the turn of the year and foaling time, they are monitored around the clock by a hugely experienced team of staff. The foaling process can be extremely quick, and the foal can be up and standing in as little as 15 minutes. The mother's colostrum or early milk is rich in antibodies and nutrients that are essential for building the foal's immune system. When the foal is strong enough, mare and foal are turned out together in a nursery paddock for short spells every day, combined with regular handling by Juddmonte's team. With the warmer spring weather on its way, they are then turned out 24/7 in herd groups of 6 to 8. Throughout this time, the monitoring and maintenance of the mare and foal's health remains a priority, with regular farrier visits as well as condition and conformation scoring. The weaning process at Juddmonte is gradual and carefully managed to ensure that the foal is comfortable and healthy to transition with minimal stress. The process typically begins when the foal is around 5 months old. They can be fully weaned by 7 months old, depending on the individual. From there, they are relocated to Juddmonte's New Abbey farm in Ireland. Each foal at Juddmonte is the result of a carefully selected mating. We then supplement that with top-level care and preparation to provide our foals with the best chance of success on the racetrack. The first stud the horses encounter when they arrive in Ireland is New Abbey Stud in Kilcullen, County Kildare. They come over as weanlings, usually at about 7 to 8 months old. New Abbey is a dry farm with light sandy soil so it lends itself to the horses grazing outside during the winter. In the spring of their yearling year, they'll head over to Juddmonte's county meath base, Ferrans Stud. Known for its exceptional grazing pastures, the stud provides the ideal environment for young horses to thrive and develop. Juddmonte starts the breaking and pre-training process at Ferrans. Every horse is treated individually. Some will take 4 weeks from start to finish, and some will take 6 or 7 weeks. They start with a bit of lunging, gradually adding the side reins, the long reins, and they will drive for 3 weeks or more. In the last week of driving, a jockey will be introduced, lying across them in the stable and gradually progressing to sitting in the saddle. During week 6, the yearlings will start heading out of the stable into the indoor arena, where they'll trot for approximately 10 days, doing figure of eights, practicing their general twisting and turning to ensure they are responsive to the rider's aids. Once that process is complete, they will progress onto the gallop. Juddmonte have 3 gallops at Ferrans: a furlong and a half or weather woodchip, a 4 furlong oval woodchip gallop, and finally a 5 furlong straight gallop. It really makes them ride well because they have to learn to listen to the rider. They will canter a mile every day until they're ready to go to their trainers, which is usually from mid-February. The important thing about doing the pre-training at Ferrans is that if a horse needs more time, it can be progressed at a speed to suit its development. In the long term, patience has rewarded Juddmonte with some very good horses in their 3-year-old seasons. At Juddmonte, the farms and bloodstock are of such high quality, it's a fantastic place for young people to come to develop their knowledge and horsemanship. Juddmonte nurtures the highest calibre of staff. They're skilled, dedicated, hard-working people and always open to welcoming new members. The training phase of a horse's career could be considered the most crucial. This stage of their journey is where nature and nurture are put to the test. The training to become a racehorse and equine athlete. Juddmonte is a leading force in international racing, and our horses consistently reach heights to be considered amongst the best in the world. For over 40 years, we have produced top-class homebred thoroughbred horses that have claimed victories in the most prestigious races around the world. Juddmonte adopts a distinctive process where at every stage in its preparation to be a racehorse, foals, yearlings and 2-year-olds are nurtured in the best environment for their stage of development. At Juddmonte, we're fortunate enough to own our own recuperation farms in the UK, Ireland and USA. These farms provide a well-earned holiday from training with rehabilitation facilities which benefit both their physical and mental health. An outstanding team of staff and facilities at each training establishment provide each of our equine athletes with a framework to mature and reach their full potential. One of the key to producing top-flight racehorses is placing our horses at top-level training establishments worldwide. We commission highly experienced trainers with proven track records of success and often with experience of training the bloodlines belonging to our horses. We depend on our trainers' expertise to give the horses the best possible chance to succeed. During training, it's important to focus on building both physical and mental strength during this stage of their development. Each horse is treated as an individual, and our trainers create a bespoke training plan for each horse. These are put in place using a wide range of supportive training equipment, such as treadmills, swimming pools, and flat work, as well as creating a varied routine for physical and mental stimulation. Most of the fast work takes place on well-maintained gallops to improve speed and stamina. Training racehorses to reach the racetrack takes a lot of time, dedication, and hard work. The horses are entered into races best suited to their pedigree, build, stamina and speed, whether that be a strong progressive sprinter, debuting at 2 years old, or a horse that might need a bit more time to mature to begin its career at 3. Ensuring the horses progress confidently through the ranks to completing classic and group company is the dream and goal of every flat owner and trainer. With that goal in mind, Juddmonte sells a select group of horses in and out of training as well as some breeding stock. This maintains the overall numbers at a manageable level. We believe that every horse has the potential to be great, and through nature and nurture, we help them reach their full potential. As an organisation, Juddmonte prioritises equine welfare and provides first-class care throughout every stage of each horse's life, from the birth right through to retirement. When the Juddmonte horses retire from racing, they return to one of our dedicated rest and rehabilitation farms to transition into their new careers, whether that be as stallions, broodmares, or for retraining in an alternative discipline. From there, they are either moved to Juddmonte's main farms to join the stallion roster or broodmare band, or a suitable next home is found through a respected public sales house or private sale. Juddmonte regularly rehomes geldings privately for retraining so that they can thrive in another equestrian discipline. The operation also directly supports charities dedicated to the retraining of racehorses. The Juddmonte team provide each horse with the highest standard of aftercare to equip and settle them ahead of their new chapter. The adjustment from training to broodmare or stallion includes changes to their environment, diet, routine and workload, which is less intensive than when in training. The broodmares are turned out in large paddocks in small controlled herd groups of 6 to 8 and are brought in at night during the winter months. All of the stallions are turned out on their own, in individual paddocks as part of their daily routine, something that contributes hugely to their overall health and well-being. Soon after, they will join the active stallions, walking in hand around the farm to support fitness and body conditioning for their new career. At the other end of their careers, when the mares are still healthy but have retired from breeding duties, they join our retired herd, affectionately known as the grannies, who have an average age of 27. The retired stallions remain on the farm alongside Juddmonte's active stallions, and both the retired stallions and broodmares continue to receive the same routine care program as the active herds, such as worming, farriery, dental and vaccinations, living out their days happy and healthy.